Shabbat Shalom. Good morning. I'm a little tired, but we are back for our scripture reading today. I am, again, reading out of the scriptures. And we are still in Genesis. Now remember, follow along in your own Bibles. I'm not your preacher. I'm not your pastor. I'm not your teacher. I'm just, same as you, reading this for the first time. So some of you may actually be better at this than I am. But I'm reading this for the first time, all the way through. So don't take my word for it. Read your own Bible. And trust but verify. Isn't that the old saying? We are starting in chapter 34 today. In Genesis. And Dinah, the daughter of Leah, whom she had borne to Jacob, went out to see the daughters of the land. And Shechem, son of Hamor, the Hivite, prince of the land, saw her, and took her, and lay with her, and humbled her. And he, being clung to Dinah, the daughter of Jacob, and he loved the girl, and spoke kindly to the girl. And Shechem spoke to his father Hamor, saying, Take this girl for me for a wife. And Jacob heard that he had defiled Dinah his daughter. Now his sons were with his livestock in the field, so Jacob kept silent until they came. And Hamor, the father of Shechem, went out to Jacob to speak with him. And the sons of Jacob came in from the field when they heard it. And the men were grieved and very wroth, because he had done a senseless deed in Israel by lying with Jacob's daughter, which should not be done. But Hamor spoke with them, saying, My son Shechem's being longs for your daughter. Please give her to him for a wife, and intermarry with us. Give us your daughters, and take our daughters for yourselves, and dwell with us, and let the land be before you. Dwell and move about in it, and have possessions in it. And Shechem said to her father and her brothers, Let me find favor in your eyes, and whatever you say to me I give. Ask of me a bride price and gift ever so high, and I give according to what you say to me. But give me the girl for a wife. But the sons of Jacob answered Shechem and Hamor his father, and spoke with deceit, because he had defiled Dinah their sister. And they said to him, We are not able to do this matter, to give our sister to one who is uncircumcised, for that would be a reproach to us. Only on this condition would we agree to you, if you become as we are, to have every male of you circumcised. Then we shall give our daughters to you, and take your daughters to us, and we shall dwell with you, and shall become one people. But if you do not listen to us and be circumcised, we shall take our daughter and go. And their word pleased Hamor and Shechem, Hamor's son. And the young man did not delay to do this, because he delighted in Jacob's daughter. Now he was more respected than all the household of his father. And Hamor and Shechem his son came to the gate of their city, and spoke with the men of their city, saying, These men are at peace with us, so let them dwell in the land and move about in it. And see, the land is large enough for them. Let us take their daughters for us for wives, and let us give them our daughters. Only on this condition would the men agree to dwell with us, to be one people, if every male among us is circumcised as they are circumcised. Their herds and their possessions and all their beasts, should they not be ours? Let us agree with them, and let them dwell with us. And all who went out of the gate of his city listened to Hamor and Shechem his son. Every male was circumcised, all who went out of the gate of the city. And it came to be on the third day, when they were in pain, that two of the sons of Jacob, Simon and Levi, Dinah's brothers, each took his sword and came boldly upon the city, and killed all the males. And they killed Hamor and Shechem his son with the edge of the sword, and took Dinah from Shechem's house, and went out. And the son of Jacob came upon the slain, and plundered the city, because they had defiled their sister. They took their flocks and their herds and their donkeys, and that which was in the city, and that which was in the field, and all their wealth, and all their little ones and their wives they took captive, and they plundered all that was in the houses. And Jacob said to Simon and Levi, You have troubled me by making me a stench among the inhabitants of the land, among the Canaanites and the Perizzites. And I am few in number, and they shall gather themselves against me, and shall strike me, and I shall be destroyed, my household and I. But they said, should he treat our sister like a whore? End of the chapter. Now, what would you do if that was your daughter? Not to mention the fact that they were still holding her at their house. I mean, it was a king, palace, maybe, whatever. They were still holding her. And they go and ask permission to make her a wife. Were they wrong? I don't think they were wrong. I think they went a little overboard. Because it had nothing to do with the rest of the people in the town. But Jacob is worried that there will be repercussions. There are always repercussions, but... Chapter 35. And Elohim said to Jacob, arise, go to Bethel and dwell there, and make a slaughter place there to El, who appeared to you when you fled from the face of Esau your brother. And Jacob said to his household and to all who were with him, put away your foreign mighty ones that are among you, and cleanse yourselves and change your garments. Again, with the mighty ones. And let us arise and go up to Bethel, and let me make there a slaughter place to El, who answered me in the day of my distress, and has been with me in the way which I have gone. So they gave Jacob all the foreign mighty ones which were in their hands, and all their earrings which were in their ears. And Jacob hid them under the terebinth tree which was near Shechem. And they departed, and the fear of Elohim was upon the cities that were all around them. And they did not pursue the sons of Jacob. And Jacob came to Luz, that is Bethel, which is in the land of Canaan, he and all the people who were with him. And he built there a slaughter place, and called the place El Bethel, because there Elohim appeared to him when he fled from the face of his brother. And Deborah, Rebekah's nurse, died, and she was buried below Bethel under the terebinth tree. So the name of it was called Alon Bakuth. And Elohim appeared to Jacob again when he came to Padan Aram, and blessed him. And Elohim said to him, your name is Jacob, your name is no longer called Jacob, but Israel is your name. So he called his name Israel. And Elohim said to him, I am El Shaddai, be fruitful and increase, a nation and a company of nations shall be from you, and sovereigns shall come from you. And the land which I gave Abraham and Isaac I give to you, and to your seed after you I give this land. And Elohim went up from him in the place where he had spoken with him. And Jacob set up a standing column in the place where he had spoken with him, a monument of stone. And he poured a drink offering on it, and he poured oil on it. And Jacob called the name of the place where Elohim spoke with him, Bethel. Then they set out from Bethel, and it came to be, when there was but a little distance to go to Ephrath, and Rachel began to give birth, and had great difficulty giving birth. And it came to be, as she was having great difficulty giving birth, that her midwife said to her, do not fear, for it is another son for you. And it came to be, as her life was going out, for she died, that she called his name Ben-Onin, but his father called him Benjamin. So Rachel died and was buried on the way to Ephrath, that is Bethlehem. And Jacob set a standing column on her burial place, which is the monument of Rachel's burial place to this day. And Israel set out and pitched his tent beyond the tower of Eder. And it came to be, when Israel dwelt in the land, that Reuben went and lay with Bilhah, his father's concubine. And Israel heard about it. Now the sons of Jacob were 12. The sons of Leah were Reuben, Jacob's firstborn, and Simon, and Levi, and Yehuda, and Issachar, and Zebulun. The sons of Rachel were Joseph and Benjamin. The sons of Bilhah, Rachel's female servant, were Dan and Naphtali. And the sons of Zilpah, Leah's female servant, were Gad and Asher. These were the sons of Jacob who were born to him in Padan Aram. And Jacob came to his father Isaac at Mamre, or Kiriath Arba, that is Hebron, where Abraham and Isaac had sojourned, and the days of Isaac were 180 years. So Isaac breathed his last and died, and was gathered to his people, aged and satisfied of days, and his sons Esau and Jacob buried him. So, we have lost Rachel and Isaac in this chapter. Now, Rachel did have one more son, Benjamin, or Benjamin. Isaac was, of course, pretty old, but Rachel was lost in childbirth, which was a common thing back then. Modern medicine has done wonders in that respect. With the birth of Benjamin, Jacob is now up to 12 sons, the 12 tribes of Israel. Chapter 36. Now we've got a lot of begats. And this is the genealogy of Esau, who is Edom. I'm just going to go ahead and apologize right here because I'm going to mispronounce probably all of these. Esau took wives from the daughters of Canaan, Ada, the daughter of Elon the Hittite, and Oholibamah, the daughter of Anah, the daughter of Sibon the Hivite, and Basemeth, Ishmael's daughter, sister of Nebaioth, and Adah bore Eliphaz to Esau, and Basemeth bore Reuel, and Oholibamah bore Yeshua, and Yalam, and Korah. These were the sons of Esau who were born to him in the land of Canaan. And Esau took his wives and his sons and his daughters and all his beings of his household, and his herds and all his beasts and all his possessions which he had gained in the land of Canaan, and went to a land away from the presence of his brother Jacob. For their possessions were too great for them to dwell together, and the land of their sojournings could not support them because of their herds. Sound familiar? So Esau dwelt in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. And this is the genealogy of Esau, the father of the Edomites, in Mount Seir. These were the names of Esau's sons: Eliphaz, son of Adah, wife of Esau, and Reuel, son of Basemeth, wife of Esau. And the sons of Eliphaz were Teman, Omar, Sepho, and Gatam, and Kenaz. And Timnah was the concubine of Eliphaz, Esau's son, and she bore Amalek to Eliphaz. These were the sons of Adah, Esau's wife. These were the sons of Reuel, Nahath, and Zerah, Shema, and Mitzah. These were the sons of Basemeth, Esau's wife. These were the sons of Oholibamah, Esau's wife. The daughter of Anah, the daughter of Sibon, and she bore to Esau Yeush, and Yalam, and Korah. These were the chiefs of the sons of Esau. The sons of Eliphaz, the firstborn son of Esau, were chief Teman, chief Omar, chief Sepho, chief Kenaz, chief Korah, chief Gatam, chief Amalek. These were the chiefs of Eliphaz in the land of Edom. They were the sons of Adah. And these were the sons of Reuel, Esau's son: chief Nahath, chief Zerah, chief Shema, and chief Mitzah. These were the chiefs of Reuel in the land of Edom. These were the sons of Basemeth, Esau's wife. And these were the sons of Oholibamah, Esau's wife: chief Yeush, chief Yalam, chief Korah. These were the chiefs descending from Oholibamah, Esau's wife, the daughter of Anah. These were the sons of Esau, who was Edom, and these were their chiefs. These were the sons of Seir, the Horite, who inhabited the land, Lotan, and Shobal, and Sibon, and Anah. And Dishon, and Etzer, and Dishan, these were the chiefs of the Horites, the sons of Seir, in the land of Edom. And the sons of Lotan were Hori, and Himaim, and Lotan's sister was Timnah. And these were the sons of Shobal, Alwan, and Manahath, and Abal, and Shapho, and Onam. And these were the sons of Tibon, both Aya and Anah. This was the Anah who found the water in the wilderness as he fed the donkeys of his father Tibon. And these were the children of Anah, Dishon, and Oholibamah, the daughter of Anah. And these were the sons of Dishon, Hemdan, and Eshben, and Yithran, and Karan. These were the sons of Etzer, Bilhan, and Zaawan, and Akan. These were the sons of Dishon, Utz, and Aran. These were the chiefs of the Horites, chief Lotan, chief Shobal, chief Sibon, chief Anah, chief Dishon, chief Etzer, and chief Dishon. These were the chiefs of the Horites according to the chiefs in the land of Seir. And these were the sovereigns who reigned in the land of Edom before any sovereign reigned over the children of Israel. And Bela, the son of Beor, reigned in Edom, and the name of his city was Dinhabah. And Bela died, and Jobab, son of Zerah, and Botzrah reigned in his place. And Jobab died, and Husham of the land of the Temanites reigned in his place. And Husham died, and Hadad, son of Bedad, who struck Midian in the field of Moab, reigned in his place. And the name of his city was Awith. And Hadad died, and Shamlah of Masrekah reigned in his place. And Samlah died, and Shaul of Rehoboth by the river reigned in his place. And Shaul died, and Baal-Hanan, son of Achbor, reigned in his place. And Baal-Hanan, son of Achbor, died, and Hadar reigned in his place. And the name of the city was Pau, and his wife's name was Mehetabel, the daughter of Matred, the daughter of Mezab. And those were the names of the chiefs of Esau according to their clans, their places by their names: Chief Timnah, Chief Alwa, Chief Yetheth. Chief Oholibamah, Chief Elah, Chief Pinon, Chief Kenez, Chief Taman, Chief Mibzar, Chief Magdiel, Chief Eram. These were the chiefs of Edom according to their dwelling places in the land of their possession. Esau was the father of the Edomites. Okay, that is the end of 36. Hebrew names, I apologize for probably getting them all wrong. But hey, I never claimed to be able to speak Hebrew words. Esau and Jacob, their tribes both get so big that they've got to separate. Sounds familiar. And so, as Esau is moving, gains some more sons, and gives our genealogies. We'll wrap it up there for the day. And I hope you're reading along. I hope you join us again next Saturday. And I hope the Father blesses you. Shalom.